Hey guys, Broke-Dad here. Today we're going to go over how to convert some MDF pantry shelves into custom rollout shelves. Stay tuned. The first step is to take measurements of the area the shelf sits in. To convert the stationary shelf into a rollout, you will need to trim it down and add a guide bar on the inside of the pantry. You can purchase several types of mount drawer slides from any hardware store. Take the size of the chosen drawer slide into account when making your measurements. Cut the guide rails out of wood the necessary width to allow the altered shelves to slide in and out. Now remove the shelves from the cabinet. Take your measurements and mark on the shelves where you want to cut. Using a straight edge object to mark your cut is always advised. You can cut the shelf with a circular saw, but I chose a table saw because the fence helped me cut a straight line. The boards used for pantry shelves are usually MDF, which stands for Medium Density Fiber Board. The mechanics behind MDF are not important, but the sawdust it creates is not healthy to breathe. Wear a properly rated respiratory mask when cutting. Now that you have cut your shelves, you can measure them and cut your sides. I chose to use Select Pine because it is cheaper, lightweight, and has a nice simple look to it. I used the same wood to make the guide rails that we will install inside the pantry later on. One of the easier methods is to hold the board you are going to cut up to the shelf and mark your cuts. Use the method of your choice to make these quick cuts. Placing the sides onto the shelving, I drilled pilot holes down into the siding and into the MDF before screwing them into place. The length of the screw you will use will be determined by the size of the board you choose for the sides. Using wood screws is always recommended, and if you wish, you could also use wood glue and wood screws at the same time to secure the sides. I drilled the screws into the sides separately, leaving a small amount of the screws sticking out. This allowed me to line the screws up with the pilot holes in the MDF and prevent slipping. You can do the same thing for the front panels, or you can screw them into the already set side panels. Both methods will work just fine. To make a stop for the back of the shelf, I cut down some of the extra MDF and attached it. Once the shelves are complete, take the drawer slides and attach the correct side to the shelf. Take your time here and make sure that you are mounting the right slides to the correct location. Now you need to mount the guide rails inside the pantry. Start by removing the clips that were holding the MDF up. In order to mark these locations and help me with mounting the guide rails, I took some small wooden dowels that I previously cut into 1-inch pieces and placed them into the holes inside the pantry. To make life easier, you can preset your screws into your custom guide rails. Place the guide rails onto the wooden dowels in the locations you wish to place the new shelves and drill them into place. Try to countersink the screws, meaning drill the screws deep enough into the wood so that it is at least flush with that wood. This way the guide rail screws will not interfere with attaching the drawer slides. Since you are working in cramped space, it may be difficult to have someone hold the drawer slides for you. To solve this, you can use painter's tape to help hold the slide onto the guide rail. Be aware that the tape will not hold the slide in the exact spot you may want, so you need to make sure that you are satisfied with your placement before drilling. Now you repeat these steps for each shelf you wish to convert. Be sure to check the maximum weight limit for the drawer slides you purchase and do not exceed them. If the shelves are the incorrect size, you can either purchase new MDF from a hardware store and recut the correct dimensions, or if the shelves are off by a small amount, you can add washers in between the drawer slide and the guide rails to make a snugger fit. Now you simply slide your new custom-made shelves into place and organize your pantry. Thanks for watching Broke-Dad. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our page and check out our other videos.